everyone, I welcome all of you to my YouTube channel. This is Monti and you're watching Mystic Sources. So today we will be doing a pick a card tarot reading, and the topic of this reading is what you are doing wrong in your relationship. Okay, so let me smudge my deck. Right. So we will now tap into your energies, and we will check what you are doing wrong in your relationship. Okay, so why I am doing this? First, I would like to tell you that in our life we sometimes self sabotage our connections. Okay, so what self sabotage is? Self sabotage is when our intellect work against us. Okay, uh, especially when we go through some kind of challenging situations in relationship. Okay, we tend to push the other person away. Okay, or we feel that separation is only the option. Okay, so we resist putting the work in the connection, or we unconsciously focus on all the worst case scenario, and we eventually create that problematic situation. That means maybe you are single looking for partners and you are expecting the worst. Okay, your brain is focused on all those incidents when you have heard about a story that relationship failed, marriage did not work, or you heard about a story of your friend who married a man and they had a 7 years of love story, but after the marriage they ended up uh, having divorce. So all these stories, okay, when all those stories create an impression inside your subconscious that you naturally expect the worst, so that you can protect yourself from having such kind of difficult scenario. You feel that you need to become aware so that you do not end up in that situation. But what you unconsciously create is you create that worst case scenario for your own self. That is why sometimes I recommend you should go to a healer, a tarot reader, or a mm, spiritual coach, so that they can help you become aware of the action you are doing, or how you're behaving in this particular uh, relationship. Okay, because sometimes you feel that you whatever you are doing it is right. Okay, because you are very much guided by your fear. You know, have you seen there are parents who sometimes try to stop their kids from trying something new because they don't want their kids get hurt, or they don't want their kids experience failure, experience setbacks. They stop their kid so that they don't face the rejection, they don't face the struggle. But all those parents are unconsciously, sometimes they hold their kids back from experiencing something new, from discovering something new, from trying something new. Not necessary when you always expect the worst. Okay, you will always get the worst. Sometimes all those fear hold us back from exploring something new. from creating something big. Because you need to understand when fear comes, when we tend to take a risk, or we start exploring a path which is unknown to us. This is human tendencies. Our brain functions like that. Fear will come. Why fear comes? Because our ego create that alertness. Because ego is very much comfortable with known territory. So if when sometimes ego experience something which is unknown to you, okay, or maybe that you already experience certain kind of difficult situation in your relationship. Maybe you have observed uh, separation, your parents got separated, or maybe you have heard about some negative stories about your family members or your friends stories. Those relationship did not work, and you created certain kind of preconceived notion about relationship. Now ego continuously trigger you every time when you experience certain kind of conflict in relationship, okay, or when you start dating someone, or you're willing to explore a new connection. Ego will always give you a reminder. You have heard about that relationship did not work. You have heard about that couple also had some separated. So in your relationship there is always so what ego tries future based on ego has whatever story experienced in your making assumption. And sometimes, people call it intuition. They call it intuition. They do not understand it is their fear, their past perspective is telling them that, things are going to end, or things will be bad, or you will again attract intuition. Okay, so you need to understand we manifest our fear as well. Okay, and many people do not understand what intuitions are, and they uh, misunderstand fear, their negative self talk, as their intuition. Okay, sometimes it is your head which is creating all the worst case scenario, and you misunderstand it as ego, it as intuition. So that is why we will deep dive into your relationship, okay, so that we understand um, what you are doing wrong. It will be a reality check, okay, for all of you, because we need to keep ourselves checked every time. And that is why I always recommend live a life with awareness. You need to understand we have certain trauma, we have certain kind of past perspective, we have grown up hearing, we have grown up experiencing. Sometimes that created our perspective, and we keep on attracting situation, or we make certain choices because we are very much guided by that past perspective, that past fear. Okay, so that is why it is recommended, based on your budget, your time, tarot reader, a healer, a spiritual coach, the guidance, so that you can live a life of awareness. And of course, in live a intuitive life. You do not sleep the relationship pattern of your parent. Okay, so this is pile A, this is pile B. Wow, beautiful cards. Mhm. So this is pile number A. This is pile number A, and this is, you can pause the video on your breathing. Whichever cards is pulling your attention, this is going to be your card. Pile number A, your card is guidance. I love her dress, the red color ground. Okay. Hmm. So if you are done with the selection, watching your video, and do not forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel if you find this content helpful. And if you wish to have one-to-one session with me, you can reach out. My WhatsApp number is given in one. Hello, pile number A. If you have selected this particular deck, this is going to be your reading. And before I start, I would like to tell you that if you wish to book one-to-one session, my WhatsApp number is given in the description, and please do only message me for inquiries. Okay. So pile number A, this is your deck. So pile number A, as it is a collective reading, so you people could be in a relationship, or you could be single. No matter what, this particular reading will uh, tell you about your relationship pattern, what is working against you. Okay, what happens is the way we behave, the way we think, the way we feel um, in our relationship, that also influence our action. Okay, so if you people are in a relationship, pile A, or you are hoping that mm, your partner should reach out to you, or they should love you, or they should respect you, or if you are not in a relationship, if you are single watching this video but you're struggling uh, with your parents. Okay, maybe you feel dismissed, you feel that your family member or your parents do not consider your opinion, and even if you are asking for bare minimum things, they are dismissing, they are not valuing you, or they are criticize you, they always judge you, they expect you to impress them. Okay, so this particular reading is for you, because that is what I'm getting from this particular reading. Let me know in the comment if you feel resonated with the reading later on. Okay, so pile number A, the reason you have attracted people who emotionally rejects you, no matter how much you try to fit into the box, it always feel like it is not enough. Okay, or maybe they expect you to behave in a certain way, but many of you could have tried, or many of you have reflected on your choices, on their behavior, but maybe you are facing some kind of dilemma that if you want to impress and fit into their expectation, you are losing yourself. Okay, so pile number A, I feel that uh, you have a history. You have a history when your parent always shamed you or made you feel guilty so that they can make you do what they want you to do. Okay, so this is a very common scenario in um, many families where parent unknowingly force their kids. Actually, if I tell you the word is manipulation, you might not like it, but our parents manipulate us a lot. This is the truth. And they call it love. They call it we are doing it because we want the best for you. But sometimes our parents don't even know what is best for them. This is true. Sometimes they operate from a very needy energy, or maybe they are not very much happy in their personal life, or maybe they have some kind of unresolved emotional trauma. Maybe they feel uh, they are not being validated by their partner. They feel that they have experienced rejection, and sometimes they carry that victim mindset, that wounding, and they project their emotion onto us, their wounding onto us. Sometimes they guilt trip us by saying such words like, yeah, you are only focused on yourself, parents don't matter to you, these and that. And sometimes, this is very unfortunate, but our parents also carry trauma inside them, and that also clouded their judgment. Okay, sometimes our parents behave in a very selfish way, and they are very unaware of their behavior. They do not really understand that they are crushing their child because they are putting their unmet, that unfulfilled expectation on their child. And I feel that by many of you are feeling that. Okay, maybe your parents judge you, or because of their behavior or their words, they criticized you, they shamed you, they judged you because of your choice. Maybe for many of you, you could have you could have been trying to work on certain career goals, or maybe it could be a delay, or you experience certain kind of failure and your parents is judging you. You'll not be able to do that, they are doing it, these people are cracking it, I don't know why you are not able to crack it, you do something else. Or maybe you are struggling in your relationship and your parent is making such comments like, nobody wants to be with you, that partner also left you, that relationship also did not work, something is wrong with you. And maybe you people have internalized something inside of you. Okay, um that is what I am getting. This is a collective reading. Okay, I feel that pile number A, you are unknowingly behaving like this man, this knight of swords. Look at this person's behavior, body language. This person, sorry, the horse is already running fast, see the horse expression. But that, for this man, it is not enough. This man is actually forcing that horse run faster. And see the expression of this horse. His expression is like, seriously, you want me to run faster than this speed? This is what called abuse is. Okay, unknowingly, pile A, because it is a learned behavior. We have learned this behavior, we have learned this attitude from society, from our parent. Okay, because our parent also has learned this thing from their parent, maybe, but somebody needs to stop it. Pile number A, unconsciously you are treating yourself like this horse. Why? Because your parents' narrative, your parents' programming is controlling your mind. You feel you need to prove to the society, you need to prove your worth to the world by achieving other people's approval, validation. Many of you could have been experiencing some kind of force or pressure from your family members, some kind of pressure related to marriage, commitment, pick a partner, decide, finalize a partner. Everybody's getting married. Pile number A, you need to take a pause. You are not running a rat race. This is your life. If you die, nobody will be able to experience the joy, experience the life. Your life is yours. Maybe your parent give birth to you, but they are not owners. You know what I call? They don't own you. Pile A. I do not know if you feel you people are committed and you are trying to impress your partner. You need to understand your partners don't own you. You have your own individuality. Your parents don't own you. Whom you are trying to prove your worth. Pile A. किसको आप अपने worth को prove करना चाहते हो? Why you are abusing your physical, mental, emotional body? Because somebody else has given you some narrative. You need to run faster so that you get married. You need to run faster so that you create wealth, and you need to show people that you are capable. You do not need to show anybody that you are capable. This is an internal thing. Sometimes our parent unconsciously transferred the baggage on us. ये जो बैगेज लेके दौड़ रहे हो ना, इसको थ्रो करने की जरूरत, इज नॉट योर बैगेज. इट इज योर पेरेंट्स अनहील्ड ट्रॉमा. उन्होंने आपके मत्थे डाल दिया है. इट इज नॉट योर्स. यू डू व्हाट यू वांट टू डू, बट यू डू इट बिकॉज यू वांट टू, not because your parent is pressurizing you. You need to learn to have a boundary, strong boundary. आप अपने पेरेंट्स को भी कितना घुसने दोगे अपने लाइफ में? You need to have a strong boundary with your partner as well. Pile A, you need to slow down and ask yourself questions like, do I really want this? What am I doing in my life? Why I need to rush? If you people are feeling anxious or some kind of restless energy, or you feel that you need to rush to pick a partner, you need to rush to get married, you need to rush to achieve some kind of career goal, is it something you really want, or is it something someone else want from you because they want to showcase your achievement to the world? Sometimes our parents unconsciously use us as a medal. Understand, do you really want this from life? By A, do you really, feel ready to make certain choices in relationship? Is it you, or is it someone else is inside your system who is controlling your life? Slow down. All this anxiety, okay, many of you are maybe going through a sleepless night, or you are uh, fighting your inner demon, or you are fighting with your anxiety. You struggle to sleep at night. You are very much worried about your life. Many of you could be single, pile A, or you are struggling to find the right partner. I feel I am getting a very lonely kind of a vibe from this uh, pile A. Even if you people are in a relationship, I feel pile A, you feel very much lonely, unsupported, unheard. But the truth is, pile A, the reason of your anxiety is you feel if you get certain validation from your parents or from your partner, it decides your worth. I'm getting some kind of energy like pick me. If they leave and move forward, if they are no longer available, what will I do? For many of you, you could be waiting for some partner, or you are thinking about a person, and you are worried about that they might leave you, they might not be available for you. What will happen? Validation. Somebody wants to prove their worth to their partner, to their parent, that I am also something. I'm not worthless. Somebody wants to achieve certain kind of job or achieve certain kind of career goal so that they can prove their worth to their parent or partner. So this is not working for you, pile A. If you try to please your parent, if you try to please your partner, uh, and you dismiss your own inner peace, if you are dismissing your own emotional need, if you are ignoring your own intuition, but you are very much focused on what people think about you, what people say about you, what is their perspective, what is their opinion about you, all this behavior is not serving you. The reason you are not feeling content, fulfilled in your relationship, because you are dismissing yourself, ignoring yourself, rejecting yourself, abandoning yourself just to fit into your parents' narrative or just to fit into your partner's demand. And that is the biggest problem in your life, pile A. Guilt. Many of you have ignored your needs for longer time so that you can impress others. You took responsibility which was not even yours, so that the people who matter to you, they feel comfortable, or they stay happy, or they approve you. But the theme of this particular card called guilt is pile A. You should not do something for others that they need to do for themselves. आप, you know, if it is Let me tell you one thing. Okay, there is a difference between love and try to impress people. When you love people, you empower them. Okay, but when you are very much focused on getting the acceptance and validation from people, you might do something to please them, but that action of yours might harm them. They might become very dependent on you. So pile A, making other people accountable of their action is not unkind, it is love. When you do something for other person just to please them, you are actually doing wrong. You are actually disempowering them. You are actually making them dependent because you fear being disliked by them. That means pile A, I'm giving you an example. There is a famous line called uh, teach a man how to fish and you will feed that man for rest of their life. So pile A, I do not know what you people are doing. Okay, I feel that you are trying to please people and you are ignoring your emotional need. Maybe one person who know how to fish, you are cooking fish and serving that person. You call it love, but that is the truth is you are disempowering them. You are making them dependent on you. And now you are ignoring your own self because you are so much preoccupied to please them. And that is why internally you are feeling resentful, irritated, because you have rejected your needs, yourself, just to please others so that you can get validation. You need to make people accountable of their life. Trust me, every people is capable of helping themselves. But sometimes we need to stop becoming overly available for them so that they can get the opportunity to use their inner strength. Pile A, I always saw my mother being very nice girl, and which is very common in most of the household families. I have seen my father can do something. It is easy for him, but my mother has a tendency to uh, offer him the glass of water, offer him the glass of tea. Uh, she sometimes because she has this tendency to uh, be available for him always, and you know sometimes I observed her that she gets very irritated, she gets very resentful because she do not really get time for her own self, but she sometimes blame my father. But the truth is it is her own people pleasing tendencies that she wants to be needed by my father. Now what happens is when my mother is not there, I have seen my father cook meals, and he is an amazing chef. But when my mother is around, he never really helped himself with a glass of water. And he actually throws tantrums when my mother is there around. And I've seen my mother never really challenge him to grow, because she has this tendency to feel needed by my father. This is very personal, but I feel that somebody needs to hear this. And sometimes, because of this behavior, my mother feel resentful that she hardly gets time for her own self, that she has to sacrifice. But it is her choice. She never really allowed my father to put an effort and help himself. When she is not there, um, when she's outside, my father is living with me. I have seen my father is doing everything, and he's doing with a lot of joy, and he is like romanticizing with food. And I do not know what what happens when my mother is there. I feel that it is not only the other person's demand, that they are very much demanding in front of you. It is also because you have created that uh, demand. You have given that supply, pile A. Okay, if you people are feeling resentful that your parent or your partner needs a lot of attention, or you are maybe overgiving to the situation, or they are expecting too much, but you need to understand, you have contributed to the situation. You have actually given that supply. You are equally responsible. So it is also your responsibility to assert boundary, and also you have to have this courage to be disliked, because they have these tendencies. If it is your partner, if it is your family member, they have their tendencies. They know that you actually taught them how to treat you. Now when you will teach them a different language, of course they will rebel, they will criticize you, because they are not used to of this version of you. And you do not need to feel guilty for asserting your boundary. It is not only good for you, it is also good for them. Because if they become so much interfering or demanding, right, it is not helpful for them. So you are actually teaching them how to treat you. So pile number A, the whole concept is to have the faith. If you be who you are, you will still attract people who love you. You do not need to be a pleaser to get validation and love. You trust me, when we please people, we do not we oh God, I'm fumbling. We do not give love and acceptance. Okay? They are needy, and you give that supply to them. And it is actually a codependent relationship. They only love you because you behave in a certain way and you please them. Okay? But when you learn to assert boundary, you let go the need to perform always. So just to fit in. You let go the need to impress people, to be liked by people. You be who you are. So of course you need to take some kind of risk, because many people will disappear, many people will not like you, because you are healing your own old pattern. You are focusing on yourself, you are loving yourself, but the beauty is you will also attract meaningful relationship, people who will choose you for who you are. You do not need to perform there, you do not need to pretend there, you do not need to smile when you do not want to smile, you do not need to say yes when you want to say no. So when you start asserting boundary, you teach people how to treat you, and you also attract meaningful relationship, meaningful people who love you the way you are. All you need to believe that you are lovable. You do not need to put a show to get love and validation from people. You do not need to sacrifice your peace, yourself, for other people. You do not need to compromise your need to please others. So, what is not working for you, pile A? If you are saying no, or internally you feel that you don't want to entertain certain kind of behavior, you want to say no, but when you are saying no, when you're asserting your boundary, that behavior of yours is making your people uncomfortable. Maybe your partner is reacting or blaming you, guilt tripping you, or maybe your parent is guilt tripping you, trying to shame you just to control you. You do not need to feel guilty. Sometimes what happens is we start questioning ourselves for asserting our own boundary. Pile A. Many of you are feeling anxious. You feel, say, I feel many of you could have this separation anxiety. You feel that you will lose that person. It could be your a parent's approval, or it could be your partner. You feel that I'll be lonely, but no, divine protection is there. This blanket is a symbology in tarot that you are divinely protected. You are divinely protected, and you see the advice card star. Acknowledge who you are. Have faith. Advice is when you be who you are, जो आप हो वो जो आप बनोगे, जो आप हो वो जब आप बनोगे, things will start opening for you. Right kind of relationship will start appearing in front of you. You will attract right kind of a people. You need to have faith on this universe that equal give and take is possible. This, pile A, you could be someone who always struggle to get acceptance, approval. You always feel that relationship is conditional. Okay, but universe is telling you now, you let go the need to please people, to fit into other people's checklist, and be okay to repel some people. When we when we work on ourselves, sometimes old connections fades away if they don't want to evolve. Okay, if they don't want to change, old connection fades away, old friends disappear. Because sometimes what happens is when uh, in the past we were a people pleaser. We attracted people who always demand that we will always be available for them just to please them. And when you start working on yourself, you start working on your relationship pattern, you start evolving, your energy start changing, you also repel those people because you are no longer a people pleaser. You are now prioritizing yourself. Now if those people refuse to change, they refuse to accept your new version, they sometimes get disappear because they do not feel resonate, they do not resonate with you, with your with your new version. They do not really connect with your new version, and that is why they disappear. But that beauty is when they disappear, that also create a space for new connections, which are your vibrational match. So the star card is telling me that even if you are struggling in your relationship, you are very much anxious, universe is telling you that have faith, be optimistic. The transformation you are going through, it is preparing you for something new. What you always craved for, pile A, I feel you always craved for connection where you always feel accepted. Maybe many of you have this urge that people love you, accept you for who you are, not because what your profession is, what your achievements are, how much money you have, how beautiful you are, not because of your popularity. They accept you because of who you are, from your soul. And for such kind of relationship, pile A, you need to let go the people pleasing tendencies. You need to let go the need to feel guilty for choosing yourself. If you are feeling guilty for asserting your boundary, you need to understand it is your past pattern. Okay, these are tests universe put us through. Okay, so pile A, you need to focus on your long term goal, which is having a fulfilling relationship, a reciprocated relationship, where people love you because of who you are, where you do not need to put a drama so that people accept you, right? For that, you need to do the work within, right? So let go the need to feel guilty, even if people who are around you, they will make you feel guilty. They will try to blame you, shame you, because you need to understand you are evolving, they are not. They will show certain kind of resistance, but you need to be unapologetically you. Why? Because you are very much aware of what you are doing. Okay, I feel that you people are very much aware. So choose yourself pile A no matter what. Okay, you are feeling anxious because you know what happens is when we work on new beliefs, we also need to purge a lot. We also need to let go the old beliefs, and it happens naturally. Okay, it happens naturally, and sometimes we need to go through the period of purge, go through the period of purging anxiety because of cognitive dissonance. Cognitive dissonance क्या है? When we create a new belief, okay, we work on creating a new belief, it creates some kind of conflict with the old version, old belief of us. That creates resistance, that creates conflict. We called it cognitive dissonance, because now you're acting different way because you want to create a new belief, but it is not matching with your old belief. It is creating some kind of resistance with the old, and this conflicting energy, we called it, is cognitive dissonance. And because of that, we sometimes go through the period of anxiety, this inner emotional turmoil because of that. You know, let me give you an example. If you are someone who do not know about cognitive dissonance, you see, if you have certain belief that if you smoke, that creates uh, cancer, that causes cancer. If you smoke, that causes cancer. Now every time you smoke a cigarette, you will feel guilty. Either you need to quit the cigarette or you need to change the belief. What the belief is? Smoking causes cancer. Either you need to change that belief so that you don't panic, or you need to quit the cigarette. Okay? Because if you have certain belief that cigarette causes cancer and still if you smoke, it will create some kind of conflicting energy between your action and your belief, and that makes you feel anxious, that makes you feel guilty, that triggers your guilt. So pile A, the reason you feel guilty asserting your boundary, because you are letting go the people pleasing tendencies, and that is why that resistance between your old belief and the action is coming. So it is part of the process, but you need to stick to your new belief, because you need to understand that you are changing your self, you're working on yourself, you're letting go old version of you. So sometimes when we let go old version of us, we go through a period of depression or anxiety, restlessness. It is part of it. So do some kind of breathing work, be in your body, and all cards are good. Only become aware of your people pleasing tendencies. Every time universe will put you through certain kind of test, unapologetically choose you. Be very much aware. Okay? And do not abuse your body. This was your reading pile A. I hope you found it helpful. If you found it helpful, let me know in the comment, like, share, and subscribe. If you wish to book one-to-one session, my WhatsApp number is given in the description. I will see you next. Bye.
Hello, pile number B. If you have selected this particular card, this is going to be your reading. So, pile number B, perseverance. So, I feel many of you are going through some kind of test, okay? Or many of you are putting your time and energy or working on some sort of relationship, or maybe you people are doing emotional healing, and you're expecting someone to reach out, you're expecting a uh, improve in a connection, or maybe you people are trying to manifest a right kind of partner, commitment, but it seems that you are struggling to see any result, struggling to see any movement, struggling to get any outcome, desired outcome. And you people are feeling frustrated. Many of you could be going through some sort of toxic situation. Maybe you are struggling in your personal relationship. Maybe people are creating a lot of challenges, or maybe a lot of conflict is happening. You people are going through lots of transformation, emotional transition. Uh, that is why you people are feeling frustrated. Maybe you are feeling like quitting. uh, you are feeling stressed, overburdened, and I am getting a energy of quitting. Because see, if you see this card very clearly, you will see this lady who is wearing this beautiful red dress. This lady was is very passionate, okay? If you are expecting someone to reach out, or you people could be very passionate in relationship, you could be very passionate lover, or could have a desire to have passionate relationship with someone specific, but you might not getting any mm, reciprocated response from the other side. And that is why you people are feeling frustrated. And you see, this lady is, it is like she is removing her cloak, this beautiful orange colored cloak. She's like, I'm done, I'm quitting, I'm leaving. Okay, why? Because frustration. Many of you could be dealing with your uh, negative self talk, or because you people are putting your time and energy into a situation, into a connection, and you are not seeing any result, not seeing any outcome, and that is triggering your fear, that is triggering your insecurity, lots of root color energy. And that is why you feel like quitting. You feel that there is no hope, no enthusiasm. I feel many of you are feeling that there is no liveliness in your life, no enthusiasm, hopeless, because there is no change in the 3D world. Maybe that person is not behaving the way you expected. Maybe you are trying to heal a certain connection and you see no result. Uh, so pile number B, I feel that many of you are at the verge of quitting, or maybe you are going through a faith test. That is why this card called perseverance. So the spirit is telling you to persevere, have faith on your journey, even if you are not able to see any results. or get the desired outcome, but divine forces are working behind the scene. And this fairy, this angel, uh, you can see this is an angel. That angel are around you, and angels are encouraging you. Maybe you are seeing a lot of uh, you signs, synchronicities. If it is about some specific person, maybe many of you are seeing their names here and there, or maybe you watch some kind of readings, you got some kind of insight, guidance that there is still hope in your connection. So spirit is telling you that no matter what the current scenario is, right, you have the faith, you keep on working in your journey, and do not quit, because you are very close to achieve your goal. You are very close to uh, the completion. I feel many of you are releasing or clearing some kind of past guilt or shame, um, and maybe you people are not understanding that why you are experiencing certain kind of negative emotion again, but you are releasing many childhood traumas, difficult emotion, and do not misunderstand this difficult emotion as your current reality. These are your past emotion, but you are releasing it. Okay? Understand that you still have hope. Many of you might be feeling hopeless, but higher forces are working on your situation. Take what resonates. Okay. So, pile number B, what is not working in your relationship is, I feel many of you are going through a lot of doubt, going through faith test, because you are not getting the result you wanted, and you feel people are quitting, or maybe you people are uh, very much closed off uh, in your relationship. Maybe you are pushing people away, you are very much guarded. Okay, even if universe is giving you signals, signs, or people are feeling very much hopeless. Why? Because you are dealing with some stuff of your past a lot of time in isolation. You could be uh, feeling very disappointed, hopeless, upset, lack of emotional contentment. Okay, you people are feeling emotionally dissatisfied in your situation, I feel. And do not misunderstand that because you are feeling some kind of this is going to create your reality. No, you people are releasing a lot of past emotion, or maybe you people are healing some past emotional wounding, and that is why you are feeling low, or maybe disassociate. Many of you are struggling to stay in your physical body. Maybe many of you are living your entire day in head, mobile phones, or you do not have any awareness that how your entire day is passing. You are not living in the body. Many of you could be numbing yourself with a lot of work or maybe food. Why? Because you are um, dealing with some difficult emotion. Okay, and you are going through a process where you need to process those difficult emotions. These emotions, pile B. You do not need to feel hopeless about your current relationship. If you are expecting relationship if you are expecting some kind of commitment from a person, or if you are expecting a healing of a relationship, and if you are not feel hopeless that things are not working out for you, it is the part of the process. You need to release all those difficult emotion which actually created blockages in your relationship. And sometimes, uh, when we ask for something but exactly opposite we experience, okay, we start doubting. But the truth is, sometimes we need to deal with this trauma. And after this clearing, you will become a vibrational match of your desire. If you are expecting a relationship to get healed, or if you are expecting a if you are expecting a fulfilling relationship, you are actually getting aligned with that desire of yours. Okay, so a question you need to ask to yourself is, pile B, that can you please sidetrack your feelings and keep on. If many of you are practicing some kind of ritual or doing some kind of healing work or inner work, and because of this feeling, you are quitting your practices the way this lady, because she is going through a lot of struggle, and because of this struggle or prolonged period of trial and test, and she is feeling hopeless. That is why she's leaving the gown, the clock. So, pile B, as it is a collective reading, so everybody are tired. So, Spirit is telling you persevere, keep on doing the work, keep on having the faith. Whatever you asked for, it could be a commitment with someone, it could be a relationship, fulfilling relationship. It is possible for you. Higher forces are working for you. I feel that if you felt a desire to do some kind of Devi sadhana, or if you feel a intuitive nudge to heal your feminine energy, okay, maybe through the powerful way to heal your feminine energy, okay, mm, you can do so. This is another confirmation. If you feel that you lack enthusiasm and you need energy, you can do any kind of Devi sadhana, because Shakti sadhana will give you that enthusiasm, that blissfulness, that fulfillment within that you are seeking outside. Message for someone. Okay, so if you are someone who Devi sadhanas like Sri Shuktam sadhanas are there, many people do uh, that. Uh, what I call, there are many Devi sadhanas, right? So you can do any. People do Sri Shuktam. There are many amazing sadhanas given by Om Swami. You can research. If you have certain inclination towards Vedic sadhana, you can do so. If you are someone, that's fine. You can do sacral chakra healing. Okay, you can do any sacral chakra. Feel a drawn towards Vedic sadhana, you can do certain sadhana like Vedic sadhana, which is there is offered by Sadhguru. It is also a very powerful way to heal your feminine energy. You can do Sri Shuktam. I've mentioned this more than twice or thrice. Sakti sadhana you can do, like Durga sadhana. In whatever way um, you feel comfortable, Devi sadhana will help you people a lot. And if you sacral chakra healing, okay, do stuffs that help you heal your feminine energy, like uh, practice some kind of creativity, maybe free, maybe writing, whatever you are feeling, just write it down. You can paint, you can create something, pottery, any you feel comfortable. Create When we practice some kind of creativity, it helps us heal our feminine energy. Hmm, right. With nature, okay, all this, when we connect with nature, like we connect with moon, all this, through we connect with the shakti, uh, we connect with the srishti, and all these techniques also help us heal our feminine energy. You can spend that connect with the nature. If you are into angel, you can connect with Archangel Gabriel. Archangel Gabriel helps us process our emotion, helps us heal our emotion, okay, because you, if you are feeling hopeless, uh, thinking that your whatever you are putting, whatever work, okay, it is not the truth. Things are happening behind the back. Maybe you, politically these things are, changes are happening. You need to persevere, you need to have the faith, okay, you have the presence of angel. Okay, so the thing is, what is not working out in your relationship is, might be that you are now, I feel many of you are working in this particular journey or hoping this relationship, single, watching this particular video, maybe for many years you people are alone, you are expecting, um, now you have started doubting, your faith is getting kind of, faith is shaken. Why? Because you are not able to see any evidence, okay, so now you are very much fearful of yourself back from opening your heart. Maybe many of you are feeling that you have asked for something which you should not have asked, not listening, or maybe universe is not giving you that thing because you should not have asked. Many of you are fearing the unknown, the uncertainty, because many of you don't want to Past. Okay, so I also get another message from this deck that pile B, mm, I feel that you people could be okay, and for a very longer period of time, you people are staying single, maybe, or you people have this attitude that, uh, you know, free spirited attitude. So, what you're even if you deep down crave commitment, you deep down desire to belong to someone, but at the same time you fear that your freedom will not be there, or you might need to lose your freedom. You'll not be able to have a very independent life. And that is why a lot of fear is making you feel helpless sometimes. Okay. So, pile number B, what I would like to tell you is I do not know what your situation is. All of your perception is coming from your past experience and from your family, maybe. Okay. Which is very common. Okay. So, you are overburdening yourself own assumptions. Okay, and also I feel you could have um, his felt that you need to compromise your freedom, acceptance by the other person. Okay, and maybe you are alone in this particular connection. Maybe you never really received the same kind of effort from the other side. If people are single, so I feel that you felt this way in your family, where you felt that people are expecting too much from you, and even when you want to be free, want, it is disappointing other people's in your family. I feel many of you could have uh, um, you have gone through a separation. Many of you could have working on a relationship, heal a connection after a separation. Maybe this relationship energy before, and maybe you have over given to that situation, and in the past, and things did not work out for you, and maybe you people, after the separation, you people alone time, maybe you are focusing on yourself, you are healing yourself, and you are now you also have this desire to belong to someone, or maybe you are uh, working on the past relationship, you want to heal that past relationship, but seeing any result in the reality, and that is really questioning your faith. Or I feel pile B that uh, many of you could have this fear that again the same thing might happen, and all this fear, all this negative self talk is making you question yourself. And maybe many of you are feeling frustrated that I'm done, I have done putting my energy time into this, and there I know I'm not getting any result and I'm done. And here spirit is telling you that persevere. All of this was your past, okay? And the desire you want to quit, and you are telling yourself all those stories that maybe the same thing might happen again, maybe whatever I've experienced in the past, that might happen again in my new relationship. Or maybe you people are telling yourself a lot of stories that if I again go into the relationship, I need to fit into other people's expectations. No, these are not truth. That was your past, but now you people are changing. You have gone through a lot of transformation. Death talks about your personality has changed, pile B, a lot. Or maybe a few steps is still left and you are going through that. You people are going through a huge transformation. Your personality has changed. Why would same thing happen to you, will happen to you again? No, same thing will not happen. If you feel that you need to meet other people's expectation again, you will attract lot of uh, responsibility in connection. People might ask you to compromise or behave in a certain way to impress them. It better to stay single or live your life if you feel so. I'm telling you, pile B, this is your ego is fooling you. These are coming from a place of fear, fear of abandonment. Okay, it is coming from a place of fear, rejection wound. Jab, you could have a rejection wound. You might have this rejection trauma. Maybe in your childhood you felt emotionally rejected by your parent, or in your past relationship somebody rejected you, left you in the cold, and because of that past incident, all those thoughts, all those fear is creating all those doubts, you know. But this is not the reality, pile B. All this thoughts, all this negative emotion, it is actually coming from your past. This is not your reality. So I feel that pile number B, many of you are consciously working on yourself. Okay, you people are consciously doing energy work, or maybe doing some sort of meditation or spiritual healing work, or maybe working with some kind of healer, therapist. So okay, so pile number B, um, the thing is, the truth is that you are releasing all those difficult emotion, all those uh, trauma. Okay, you are healing from this, and that is why you are feeling all those difficult emotion. And these all these things was coming are coming from your past. It is not your reality. So do not take any action uh, based on your fear. Okay, this is a phase, pile B, and it is going to pass. Okay, because you are healing from a rejection wound, right, pile B? You are healing from a above. abandonment trauma, rejection trauma, and lots of sacral chakra healing is happening for you, Pilvi. Okay, so you people are releasing a lot of things, and maybe that is why you are experiencing difficult emotion. Maybe you people are crying a lot. Anytime you are trying to pray, you do not know, but you are feeling that emptiness around your heart center. Okay, maybe you are struggling to express. You are experiencing a lot of bitter, sweet emotions. Maybe you are feeling guilty for all those emotion. Okay, so you do not need to feel guilty, Pile B. You need to understand that this is a part of healing, you know. Maybe many of you are feeling bitter, irritated, anger, resentment towards your close ones, maybe towards your family members, towards your parents, towards your close friends, and you are again feeling guilty for feeling so. But you do not need to feel guilty for that, pile B. You are feeling guilty because you are not understanding where this emotion is coming from. You are processing your past wounding. Okay, so it is a phase, it will pass. It is a part of healing journey. So better if you feel that you are reacting abruptly, okay, you need to understand that it is a phase. Spend a lot of me time or rest, right? Breathe and be kind with yourself. It is a phase and it will pass. You people are going through death, I mean the transformation. You are releasing lot of past baggages, past shame, past guilt from childhood, even if from past lives. Healing and rejection trauma is not easy. Rejection trauma comes from our deep subconscious wounding. It is from your childhood you're processing this. Or maybe it is coming from past life for many. Separation anxiety, many of you people are experiencing. Many of you are maybe pushing people away. You do not feel like uh, hanging out with people. Maybe many people are your close ones are asking you how are you, and that is also making you feel very irritated, and you are feeling guilty later on for feeling so. So pile B, be kind with yourself. Sometimes when we do not understand why we are feeling certain kind of emotion, we feel guilty. But the reason you are feeling this bittersweet emotion, or you are feeling that difficult emotion, because you are processing some kind of past emotion. Okay, so you do not need to associate your emotion with other people's behavior. And if people's behavior triggering you because you are processing your past emotion, you take a pause before you respond. And if even if you have reacted, pile B, it's fine. You're not God, you are human, right? It's fine. Okay, we need to make certain mistakes so that we understand. You do not know how to deal with this, you know. Even if I try to guide you through my reading, sometimes I also feel very agitated without any reason, because when we process our past emotional wounds, right, this is our emotion that makes us feel like this. So I try to isolate myself during that time. Do what works for you. If there are friends who understands you, okay, because they are also in spirituality, okay, they understands, you can only talk to them because they know, they accept you the way you are, right? And cook yourself, a nice meal, pile B. Okay, so pamper yourself because you know, mm, you are processing some difficult emotion, pile B, and you need your compassion. Okay, so have you seen sometimes childs become very cranky without any reason? They cry, they throw tantrums. So what parents does during that time, they do not shout, okay, at that child. They try to pamper that child, even if that child acting very irrelevant. They try to pamper that child, console that child. So treat yourself with that love. Be compassionate with yourself because your inner child is processing lot of difficult emotion, pile B. This emotion you are experiencing, okay, these are coming from your childhood trauma. You're releasing it, you're processing it, you're healing from it. Have faith that even if you are struggling to see any result, things are working behind the scene. This card talks about that angels are working for you, pile B. So understand your situation and do not make any decision because of fear or negative emotion. Let this phase pass. When you will feel neutral, then you use your intuition to make certain decision about your relationship. Because if you try to take certain decision right now, you will not be able to make right choices, because you're mostly processing difficult emotion, negative emotion, and you need to sidetrack your negative emotion and fear. Keep on doing your work, pile B. I feel many of you are not able to follow your daily routine because of your emotion, but understand you're releasing something, and sidetrack your emotion, sidetrack your fear, and keep on doing your inner work. Spend some me time and keep on doing your routine work. Okay, but of course, do not occupy yourself with lot of work so that you do not feel that emotion. Do not do that. Okay, do not act smart. Your ego might tell you that occupy yourself so that you do not feel that emotion. No, never ever do that. It is a wrong way of numbing yourself. Give yourself enough me time, but at the same time you understand that this is a phase, it will pass. You need to do your day to day work. Okay, so after waking up, maybe you can give yourself 2 hours, 1 hour. Feed yourself a good breakfast, right? Do some kind of breathing work. You can do journaling, you can spend some time in the nature. But whatever work is needed for you, you need to do that, no matter how what you feel, right? So this phase is going to pass, pile B. So do not fear any rejection. Do not fear that whatever you have asked for, it is not happening. It is happening. Energetic shift is happening. Have faith, persevere. So this was your reading, pile B. I hope you found it helpful. If you found it helpful, let me know in the comment, and like, share, and subscribe. If you wish to book one-to-one session, you can reach out. My WhatsApp number is given in the description. I will see you next. Bye.